Good morning, everybody. So this week we're working in Arnold. However, the weather forecast is shocking. We've had torrential rain all over the weekend. We're on a storm warning. It was raining 4 o'clock this morning. I was going to call it today because the forecast is awful, but it has held out for the last hour or two. So I'm not sure what's going to happen today. We might have to just knock it on the head. But while I'm here, I might as well show you what we're up to. So, bit of a nightmare, this one. So it's one driveway into two. Customers are keeping the bushes in the middle that Ryan is modelling for us, like a little gnome. So yeah, this is all coming out. New driveway, new steps, and then it goes on to the main driveway, so to speak. But there's levels everywhere. Got the threshold of the garage, all the way back to the door, so it's kind of going to have to be as is. I feel like we're going to have to put a concrete ramp back from this level into the garage, because I think it's going to be I don't think we can come back up to here with the driveway, because then the height will be so high here, there'll be higher steps here. Again, this is something Chris will look at and see what he thinks is best, but there's little bits of brickwork, there's retaining planters, yeah, so it's definitely a 2-weeker, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, so just waiting for Chris to get here and then we shall crack on. Okay, so we're getting started on the right hand side of the job. Hopefully we won't need the big pecker thing, because it's soul destroying. So we're doing pretty well up to now. Like I said, it's quite difficult to dig out. We've got half a load here, and then we're working towards another half load over here. So if you can hear me, we're going to have 2 piles, one on this side over here, and then one over here. And then the lorry can come in and grab that out, sort all that out. So yeah, it just takes time. It's quite difficult in these smaller areas to navigate, because you potentially you know, you get on top of each other. There's not much room to swing a cat, as they say. So yeah, well, we're getting on with it. It's going to be a bit of a tricky one. Budget's tight. Only got about 7 days on it, 6 days, so we'll see how we get on. Okay, so about ready. Got a good load here, ready to go. Just need to put buckets away and lock things away for the morning. It's about all we can do now, waiting for a grab lorry. Like I said, I think some of the tips have closed because of the bad weather, so I'm unsure. So yeah, that's the first issue, so I'm waiting for a call, but the load's ready for the driver. If he comes today, this afternoon it would be anyway, and if not, he can come first thing in the morning when we're back on site. So yeah, that's us for the day. Hope you're having a better day than us. Good morning, everybody. It is bright and early, and we are attempting to continue this dig out, not without its own challenges. Chris is just starting the machine, if you can see the smoke. Yeah, so yesterday off camera we got a grab lorry in and we got rid of the first load. So a good full load there. That obviously frees us up the space now to get the machine back in and excavate it to the levels we need, because obviously we were trapped in. So yeah, it's all going swimmingly. It's a bit early this morning, everyone seems to be on site. It's like 10 to 8, everyone's getting rocking and rolling already. So I think we're aware of all the time restraints at the minute. So we're going to crack on with it, I suppose. I'm assuming. There's a lot of hydraulic fluid on this machine. I don't know what's happening with that. So it seems to be a lot of oil. Who knows? More problems. Okay, so we're making progress. So I've just been on a quote. As you can see, we've had the lorries in, we've took the muck away, we've brought the stone in. So we've put a scatter in. This side's actually up to level. We didn't have enough for this side, so we've got some more stone coming, but we've had to get some different stone because that's what we can get quick. So is what it is. But we're yeah, we're gonna give this a whack now. This level's set perfect. So we've got sleepers going in here, retaining planter. We're gonna build a wall along here. It's going to return across near the front, and that's going to work as like a step onto. There'll be a little step here as well. That's going to be a step onto this drive. There's two different levels, if you can see. So Ryan's just knocking this stuff about. We're going to use it as a base coat, give that a compact, and yeah, and then just wait for the rest of the stone. That'll be it for today. We've got all the materials coming tomorrow. Happy days. That's how it goes. Okay, so this side's all in, whackered, ready. Just waiting for another tip of stone now that's coming. And the lads are going to still sort the garage lip off nice and straight and even. This has all been trimmed down, ready. I'm going to get this all stone raked and whackered, ready for material delivery in the morning. So I'm going to hand you over to Connell, who's going to do a few time lapses for you. Happy days. Good morning. It's been one of them mornings. I'm having a problem with the bank. They've knackered my bank card up and now they're saying it's my app. So I've got no bank card. I've been on the phone for 2 hours trying to sort that out. Not great, but such is life. So we are currently stoned up, ready to go. Got the left side sanded up and we're just dropping this wall in here. So we're going to run this in. This, to be fair, you can dry lay this stuff, but we're gonna gobbo it because I just don't want to dry lay it. I don't think it's very good. So yeah, we're going to drop that wall in now, get that all set and in. Like I say, this side's all ready to go. We just need to move this sand over to there, so we need to clear some room. We'll get that all in. And yeah, so we're going to wallop this wall in quick. It's going to act like a step as well, so it's going to run across at 2 course. Grade the pavement in at the back. And there'll be like probably a little step here down, and then it's going to run into like and return around this little planter thing at the front, which I wish the customer hadn't requested because it's just a ball ache. It's not going to work out how they want it to do, and I will explain why shortly. And when we've got this wall up and we get down here, I'll explain the problem with what they're suggesting. But yeah, it's just not going to work. So basically the pavement's on a radial and they want like the block paver border to run all the way through here, and then for this wall to finish up to it, but it's not square with the wall. We've got to return the wall. It's going to have a horrible cut. It's just not going to work out. You're going to have this horrible little bit of paving in between. It's just not going to work out. So well, it'll work, but it won't look great. So they should have probably just run the block work to the road, maybe, who knows, but we'll get around it. We always do. So yeah, anyway, I shall stop waffling and let's get this wall built. Okay, so we have got the beginnings of a wall, just putting some concrete down the back to kind of reinforce it as a bit of an extra, give it some extra strength. Really annoying, these blocks have got like 10-20 mil discrepancies in the thicknesses, so the face is nice, but if you look on the back, it's not ideal. Yeah, so we're just knocking this sand about, whacker it now, get these blocks laid up today. So we're kind of doing things back to front, but that's the way we do things. I don't know why, I give up, to be honest. But yeah, so we're going to get this whackered now, screeded, laid. Happy days! Okay, so that is us all screeded. Just going to float it up now and start laying it. Diagonal. Off we go. Okay, so driveway's laid. Connor's just marking up to put gravel traps in. Back it up, border it. We've got this bit stoned up ready, but we don't want to whack it because the wall's fresh. We would if we compact it, it might knock this wall down. So tomorrow I'll get this floated and laid, so it'll be a nice curve or 90-degree angle into the door, the threshold. Here we're going to have 2 steps, but we've realised we don't need it because the driveway level's coming up so high anyway. So in which case it's only going to be a minimal step anyway, so it's not too much of a problem. This wall's in, we need to do a bit of tinkering around this section here, just return it up that driveway, but we're getting this ready for another whacker again because we did a bit of digging. Whacker it all, get this sanded up ready for the morning so we can just drop the bars in and get straight on with it. So yeah, it's going all right. It's going all right. Better than I thought it would, to be honest. And we're on Wednesday, so it should be nearly, I reckon it'll be like a Monday, Tuesday finish, to be honest, the way things are going. We'll see. So happy days. Good morning, everybody. So, chucked it down last night, absolutely lagged it down. However, it has cleaned up what we've done and everything's still in place, so happy days. Materials have just arrived this morning. So today's plan is to, well, continue. We're setting screed bars in here, ready to lay, load out and lay all this. Starting to take shape here, obviously we need to work the tarmac, concrete, bit of a wall here. This is going to look really nice. I'm happy with this, but it's going to float lovely down into there, and then the steps going to finish flush with the top of that wall now because the customer's quite happy with the levels, so no additional steps. So that's going to look really nice and spacious and open. Yeah, we're looking, we knew this job would run over a little bit because a bit of tinkering, sleepers, walling, blah blah blah, so we should be done here Monday, and then we're dropping on to another job that's coming last minute, emergency pickup job for a subscriber. We're picking that, well, starting that Tuesday, and hopefully we've got 4 days on it. So anyway, this job's going to be a little bit time-lapse rich because we've got a crack on. So yeah, let's flip over to a time-lapse.
Right, change your plan. So things have changed for the worse, we'll say, won't we, lad?
We will.
Things are changing. So basically we were setting this drive with a slight fall down like this all the way, similar to that one but obviously not as steep as that. It's going to be like a flat level down. And the customers come out and changed things. And basically this is going back on. What we didn't take into account that, I don't know if you can get under here. Sorry, I'm just going to turn this camera, apologies. But it's got that on a bit of wood at the minute, I don't know, let me turn this again. As you can see, there's almost no clearance on that, it's like a couple of mil. So, they always come out and tell you, customers always tell you when you're doing it and not before. But it's basically got, the way this works, it's a motorbike storage unit. In fact, I'll just go and show you. Let me go and show you. Apologise, because I'm feeling, got the cold, got the lurgy, feeling rough. Past few days, I look rough as well. I look about, actually look 40 now, not 21. So basically, this thing here sits inside it somehow. I don't exactly know how it works. He's not really explained it to me properly, but that sits inside on wheels somehow, and it connects to the side on wheels, so it's a moving unit. And basically this slides, so if the front is here, in fact I'll go back and show you how that works. Well, how I believe it works. Again, not entirely sure, just going off what is half explained to me, not very well. So I think that sits inside of it on wheels, and then that slides out like this, and then it'll ride the bike up and the front wheel clicks in, and then it slides back in with the bike to the end like this. I believe that is how it works. Didn't explain that at the beginning, he just explained it now. So basically, obviously them doors need to open, and because it's hard lane millage, if it's on a bit of a slope, they're not going to open properly, and it needs that bit sort of flat for the bike to go in. It's a bit awkward because we've not got much space to work with, as you can see, but at the same time he also doesn't want a mountain of steps going up to the door, and he didn't want to get rid of this. So in an ideal world you could have dropped that all the way down, retained both sides, made it flat across, and then add steps going down the middle. It's not what they want. They want to keep that in, they want it to keep that. Obviously if we flatten this off, it means you'd have had more steps going somewhere here, which they don't want, because that is going back there. Nightmare. So what we basically managed to get away with, as you can see here, we've had to lift those bars up. So them bars have been lifted up. That's a finished level. That gives us about there, and then we need 600 to get that thing, the metal thing out, which basically works a full width bar from there to there is what we need to be flat and levelish. So they're going to now have to be lifted up, and then from that point we're basically going to have to ramp that back down. So it's going to ramp up like that and then stay flat across there and level across there. Not ideal, but that's basically what he's going to have to need to try and make that work. Not ideal, but that's what we got to do. So now we have to take all the sand back out, and Nick and Connell have gone to get more road stone, and we're going to have to stone that back up higher now and stone this ramp back up. So we're going to have to stone this up, chuck that sand back on there, obviously whacker the stone, and then whacker that back in there, basically. All kinds of messing around and pissing about. So there you go, that's what we're doing, and we're going to crack on with it. Right, there you go. Crisis averted. All sorted out. Done. As you can see, that's what we've ended up with. So there's a slight ramp up from here, rolls over, then flat. Probably see it a bit more from this side. Customers brought us some grapes out. Ooh, not bad. We've ate all the red ones. They were the best and left the green. But there you go. Treading all over the borders. You can see anyway from this side now. Ramps up. Levels out at the top. Boys are just finishing that off. Got to get in here and return this wall. They're going to all need mitering around there. So unfortunately that side is smooth, as you can see. So we'll have to miter those corners so it runs around. Might have to take a little turn back up there as well, I'm not too sure yet. I think the customer said they want a block paver on top of that wall. I was going to put a coper on, but they're on about they want these on the top, which is not great because you do see the nibs on the side, which we've said, but they're not bothered about that. They want one on top, so gotta do what you gotta do. Oh, here's one for you actually, for the comments section. A lot of people on that last job said, boys, let me, I'm having a sit down, let me spin you around and camera up. There we go. Man with no name, turn that mixer off, son, I can't hear anything. It's just going round and round in my head. Gonna get in? Last job on those steps, people said, quite a few comments, why didn't you just put a ramp in instead?
One more sack.
What do you reckon to that?
We all just fell on the ramp and died. So
There you go, so Bert's is getting in on this. Why didn't you, instead of putting 6 steps in, just put a ramp in?
because we all fell and died.
So one was 85 years old, of course.
Because they're in their 80s, and if you put a concrete ramp in like that, and it gets wet, and it freezes, and then they come out of a level surface, so they come out, they step over the sill, down onto that, and they go to the bottom of it when it freezes, when it's wet and cold and slimy. And then you get a bit of moss on there and all the rest of the crap over a few years, and it basically becomes
Lawsuits, haven't
a water slide. That's why we didn't put a ramp in, because it's dangerous. That's why they put steps in places, not ramps. Now if you've got a wheelchair and you need wheelchair access, you need a ramp in. But they haven't got a wheelchair and they didn't want a ramp, so we put steps in. There you go.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
That's why, because that's what they wanted. And yeah, on a serious note, you could have put a ramp in, but obviously on that sort of incline, when it's wet and that gets cold and frosty, it's a bit dangerous. Oh, customers just come out, so it's tea time. Right, I've had
Don't talk about milk here.
I've had to come back on because Con's just reminded me of something. He's come over, basically showed people what you did. He assaulted me by grabbing my breast, pulling it, and said,
Milk don't come out.
let me milk you.
Yeah.
Disgusting. But that takes us on to a conversation we had yesterday.
You're not allowed to say it.
Do you really want this conversation?
You can't go on conversation with that.
No, I think the people want to know now. Come on, they want to know the conversations we have. They like it. You know what I mean? It makes them feel part of the team and the crap we talk about. Well, basically, anyway, the man with no name said that
You see a video?
men, well, trans.
Oh, that one.
Okay, basically, he watched a video. I won't tell you what the video was, but there was a
There's a video of a man getting milk.
transgender, basically a man who was now a woman or whatever. And customers out here, but it doesn't matter.
Tell them how I got to see that video.
No, you don't need to know the ins and outs of it. He said it was a mistake why he watched
I
it.
was watching the boobies.
Yeah, anyway, well, whatever. But anyway, he was watching some video of a trans person, and he said that milk came out of the breast of a trans person. Anyway, it got us all talking here, and we've gone on ChatGPT, because that's what we like to do. It's a new favourite thing now. We go on ChatGPT and ask it, because I didn't know the answer, but apparently if there's medication now that you can take, well, would you call it medication? Well, tablets anyway, like estrogen tablets and another form of tablet that basically, if you take these tablets, men can produce, I knew you could produce breast tissue, but it can actually then produce milk, breast milk, and it's said that if a man takes these tablets, no,
Yeah, that's got
let's be serious.
I'm being serious. Drinking enough colic.
If you take these, that basically a man could provide enough milk to feed a baby permanently.
What kind of baby though? I've seen some big babies, boy.
No, seriously.
Like a sumo baby.
And I didn't even know that. That was new to me, and I bet a lot of people watching this didn't know. That basically, if you're a man and you take these tablets, you can produce enough milk to feed a baby. That was kind of amazing to me. Do you not think? Well, I didn't know that. Did you?
No.
If you'd have said, well, when he said it, I went, what a load of crap. That can't happen. And then we looked into it, and yeah. So, all them women out there who've just had babies, get your men on the estrogen and they can feed the baby for you. You don't need to do it anymore.
I can't imagine it's the same protein,
you really want to be...
vitamins and minerals and all that stuff.
You said it's the same.
No, it can't be the exact same.
Do you really want to be sucking on it every nipple?
It's not the same
You know
milk.
what I mean?
It can't
It's
be.
not right.
Right.
It's not the same milk.
Sorry people, but this is what we do. Let's go chat GPT.
It can't be the same milk as what women produce.
Let me just ask it.
It can't be.
Mate,
There'd be no
If
point
a
with women.
male takes estrogen and manages to get breast milk, will the breast milk be the same as female breast milk to feed a baby? There we go. It's making an answer now.
Don't show the camera your bloody history. Jesus.
No, I don't want to look at that.
Get shut down.
Look at ChatGPT, look. It's all coming up now. It's all coming up. If it manages to produce breast milk, the milk would share some similarities with female breast milk, but it may not be identical. Ooh. Ooh. Hormonal influence. Let's just get to the bottom and it'll give you a little summary. Therefore, while male-induced lactation can potentially provide some milk, it would not be identical to female breast milk, and it's unclear if it would be sufficient for an infant's long-term growth and health. Well, if anyone's out there and they want to test this theory for us, would be willing to sponsor you for this. I don't know what would give you in the sponsor, maybe some like breast pump or something, and you can try it. Would you be willing to do that?
For research purposes only, though.
Yeah, just for research.
Yeah,
Right, there you go then, people, it's on. We'll let you know in a couple of months what the outcome is.
Okay, so this is where we're at. Driveway is now in. Done this bit level because the customer's got to put this on the driveway. Walling's all in. We've overlaid that because there's going to be block pavers like on the step here, sort of like the steps. So we're going to cut that back, drop them in. Obviously, a sleeper plant that's going tomorrow. This is all in now, the doorstep, and we're just finishing off this wall on this side now. And yeah, we're done. Having a good clean up of the road for the day. So yeah, we're getting there. So I'm supposed to see you in the morning. Good morning, folks. Friday morning. Will not be done today. It will be done Monday. So yeah, starting to like a job lot. So we've got to cut this all in today and the borders. The lads are going to start working on that now. Chris is just finishing up the wall. This side's near done. So obviously we've got the wall in yesterday, so we've got to put the borders in. So I'm going to come around here and have a curve will work 90. I think it's going to be a 90. And the border on this one is going to run actually fixed onto the wall there, finish here, and then there's some like copers going on in an Indian sandstone. Well, I say copers, they're Indian sandstone slabs we're going to cut down at the customer's request. Personally, I would have left it. I think it looks nice how it is, but there you go. So yeah, don't know what we're going to do now. I can't tell you. I'd normally say we're going to do this, but I don't know what we're doing. It's early, I'm tired. It's been a long week, very wet and miserable, but we're going to get on. Also worth mentioning, we popped into Frank Keys yesterday as we did our little thing with him the other week, and Big Dave on Tool Hire gifted us some nice ox blades. So these are quite nice. These are great for this one here is for porcelain. See the teeth are different diamond blades, and this one here is for your standard concrete and brick. So they gave us a free double pack, so can't complain. Very happy with that. Do like a little freebie. perks of the job and all that. Not that it happens often. Yeah, so thank you very much for that. We shall put them to the test probably next week, to be honest. We've just got 2 new blades on. But yeah, so anyway, let's get marked up, soil planters tidied up. Ryan's getting ready to do what he does best, which is cutting. And yeah, rock and roll.